Hello, ladies and gentlemen, my name's Jankaz. Welcome to the arena again. We'll be continuing off with my Paladin from last time. Now, we did lose, which was kind of disappointing, but I feel like I made a good choice with 3 Keeper of the Ultimans. This is a good answer to any big minion the opponent has. You know, it sets the minion's attack and health to 3, and it's basically it's basically kind of a polymorph or a hex. It's within the similar lines. It's a Paladin's version for that, because not only do you get a minion, but basically this minion is an answer to that minion. And not only that, but this minion will definitely survive since it has 4 health. Anyways, let's see what we can actually come up with. Now, aside from that, I've been thinking about the Whispers of the Old God expansion, and I realized I haven't actually done anything with that, or I haven't actually researched anything about Whisper of the Old Gods yet. So, again, I'll be going in blind. Oop, looks like we found an opponent. Also, with the upcoming Wild and Standard formats, I'm wondering how that will play out exactly. Because, for example, Grand Tournament and Whisper of the Old Gods will still be considered part of the Wild it's part of the Standard format. So that's going to be somewhat playable. But then, clearly, I'm interested to see how Wild turns out, because Wild's going to be a very different beast, basically. Now, let's see. We're going to send back Frost Warlord for now, and we're going to keep all 3 of these for now. We got a captured Jormungandr. I guess we could keep it. Excuse me. I guess we could keep this captured Jormungandr for now, but not too much of a great draw. We're going against another Paladin, Bakura this time. If you guys know Yu-Gi-Oh, that's the name of a... Bakura used to be... Well, no, he was friend of Yugi. This is so long. This was so long ago, but... No, he was a friend of Yugi. But the problem is, towards the end, spoilers if you haven't figured it out by now, but towards the end and in between the series, he had a evil alter ego or something like that. And he turned out to be the main series antagonist. Now, besides Yu-Gi-Oh! Now, let's see. Now, I think the only play right now against a Bone Guard Lieutenant is to just reinforce, because we can't really do anything for now. We could go for a Argent Horse Rider next turn. And since it does have charge, and we also do have a Silverhand Recruit. Now, he isn't... Now, he's gonna oh, he hasn't inspired it yet, so... That's definitely a safe bet. Now we could just go for Argent Horse Rider. And... we should at least get rid of this before it gets too big. Ah. Now that's definitely going to be buffed up, so that's going to be kind of annoying. Now let's see. So far the tempo is in his favor, but we could go for Muster for Battle next turn. Although that wouldn't really do too much against a 6/5. Now let's see, my cost was higher, so he does not get 1 more durability. Now he does take 2 damage from it, but I take 6 damage to the face, so that's going to be very troublesome. Now we could just go for a Keeper of the Old Man again. Or, let's see, Spellbreaker wouldn't be too useful in this situation. Neither would a Little Exorcist. Now, I think, for now, Keeper of the Old Man would be the best choice. We can set that back to a 3/3. You know, negates the tempo back in my direction. Now, so far, we haven't used the coin yet. I think we might want to coin next turn into a 6, into a Muster for Battle, and a Little Exorcist, depending on his minions. Or we could go for a Hammer of Wrath. But that wouldn't really help out too much unless we got a 2-cost card that we can really combo with. Now he's gonna take 3 damage to the face to get rid of my boards. Let's see. Now we could combo for board potential with... Now we could combo for board control with Little Exorcist and a Razorfen Hunter. I think that's the best play for now. Let's go for that. Coin. We could have used Muster for battle, but we at least needed a bit more, let's say, heavy minions. The 1/1s were a bit too easy to get rid of. Now he's probably going to use True Silver Champion to attack directly to my face, or he's definitely going to go against my minion. And he does get to heal himself, so not too bad on him. I should have waited. I think Muster for Battle is the best, probably the best right now, since we have 3 minions, we get some board presence. Now, let's get rid of this one. And we can't really play anything else right now, so we'll just reinforce. Now, we do have Light's Justice, which is a 1/4 weapon. And he can't kill that off. He can't kill his own minion off yet, so Death Rattle does not Death Rattle does not immediately activate yet. And he does get to restore 7 more health, or 5 in his case. Now he does have an equal board, but he is going to take... Oh no, he's just going to go for face. Now this is definitely troublesome now. Let's see. This came a bit too late. We could just go for Capture Jormungandr now, but that would use up all our plays. And if we did go for an attack, we would have to sacrifice... and that would definitely summon a Death Rattle creature. If only we had a Taunt creature, that would be nice. I think I'm going to save Bloodsail Corsair. I'm going to go for Capture Jormungandr, get rid of his board at least. And get rid of this one. That leaves us with both a 5/5 and a 5/9. Now he's definitely checking my Capture Jormungandr. Nope, he's gonna go for face. He has something. Either he has something that could end the game now, but right now I'm definitely in a bit of trouble right now. Now if I only had Consecrate or something like that. Now we could go for Hammer of Wrath. We don't. The problem is we don't have anything like taunts or anything like that, so this definitely leaves us a bit troubled. Now, let's see. Does he have lethal? Now, yes, he does. I think the first priority is to get rid of this. That Murloc Knight is definitely going to be dangerous. So we're going to have to deal with it somehow. But I don't want to take 3 damage to the face, if possible, but we could go something like this. Ooh, perfect. Elven Archer. And we could get rid of this one. And we could restore ourselves with 6 health. Alright. Now, my health is still 15 to 30, so that's very troublesome. Oof. He summoned out his Fossilized Devilsaur. It didn't get a taunt yet, thankfully. But he is going to... He got a 0 for 1 trade, so that's good for him. Let's see. Now, if only we got Repentance right before he played that. Oh well. Let's just summon that for now, and... Let's see, he could also have a Repentance on his hand too. Let's see, I think we're going to need to clear the board. So, we're going to need to go for this. We need to go for Hammer of Wrath on him. And... Let's see. We're going to need to get rid of that for sure. Oof, but it was noble sacrifice, so that's very troublesome. He definitely gets to save his unit. I mean, he definitely gets to save his minion for now. I think he might be very close to lethal. Let's see. Think I want to go for Divine Shield. And at least want to get rid of that. I think I'm good for now, but within the next 2 turns, I'm definitely going to have to... Within the next 2 turns, it's going to be game over, unless I figure out a way to deal with that. I don't think he has many late game creatures because he only has one Devil Sore. Oof, he's also using a combo with Gorilla Bot and TKeel Bot, so if I only had taunts in this deck though, do I have anything in my deck that could come up with an answer for this? Consecrate could be a good decision, but let's see what Eye for Eye is. Now, I definitely want to... I definitely do not want to take any more damage than this, so... Let's see. See, the problem with all of these creatures is that they're all Battle Cry, so Spellbreaker isn't too useful in this scenario. Now, we could go for Shattered Sunclake, buff into Silver Moon Guardian. Because Eye for an Eye, the problem is it doesn't negate our damage. I think the best choice is get rid of him, and settle down Eye for an Eye, and reinforce. We want to save these up for later, just in case if he gets any more bigger minions. But he's gonna, if he has a Hammer of Wrath, he's gonna be able to directly damage. He's gonna be able to deal a 6, which might be a game over. But hopefully not.
Reinforcements requested.
Now, is he gonna combo that? No, he's gonna use Defender of Argus and double taunts. Ooh, that was very close. He only takes 4 damage, so it's not like it's going to be doing him too well. Now let's see, what's his effect? Cobalt Guardian, that's pretty troublesome, but he does have a Hand of Argus, so we could go for a Spellbreaker into him. And let's see, Shattered Sunclark into this. We're gonna summon our Murloc Tidehunter. Let's see. Yeah, I think it's GG. I can't see any way out of this. Alright. Well, we'll just... Too bad, too bad. Well, we'll just go summon everything. But, aside from that, pretty disappointing battle again. You know, he could have just gone for face instead of having to summon something else. It's kind of wasting both her times. Maybe he's living up to that Bakura name. Getting salty right at the end. But yeah, aside from Captured Jormungandr and the Reckless Rocketeer, we don't have many late game creatures. We don't have much late game potential. So that's very troublesome. Hopefully this one is better. I mean, we do have 2 losses and only 1 win, so we could find another... Whoops. We could find another one to win against, but who knows. Aside from that, still pretty troublesome so far. Now, as I was saying again, with Whisper of the Old Gods expansion, I'm kind of interested to see how the wild format's gonna turn out to be, because... Remember, if you guys know, I've been keeping up with Goblins vs. Gnomes, and been trying to fill out that collection, and I don't want that to entirely just go to waste immediately. I mean, I know, I knew what I was getting into, because Blizzard did announce that way back before I bought the actual packs, but still, I still want to see Wild, I still kind of want to see Wild being supported. Now, I know Bloodsail Corsair is not going to be too useful, because Mage doesn't really have too many weapons. So I'm going to toss that back. We're going first, so we're going to keep Eye for an Eye later until late game play. Now, let's see. We don't really have any early minions we can toss out soon, so that's a bit troublesome. But aside from that, I do really want the Wild format, to be continuously supported, because otherwise I kind of feel cheated. Now, let's see what he's going to do for his first turn. Now, let's just go for Reinforce. We really don't want to be going for a hero power, because that just shows that we have nothing to play yet. And he knows that. He might either just go for a Fire Blast, which means he has nothing else to place for now. Now, we do have an Ironford Grizzly we can play. That's not going to be... That's... At least has a bit more board presence. He could go into a Frostbolt or Frost Lance. Let's see, he might be. Or he might be contemplating on the Fire Blast. Or he might have Arcane Missiles. Nope, he's going to coin into a 4 mana cost minion. Ah, he's going to go for a Burly Rockjaw Trog. Now that's going to be slightly troublesome. So the so Burly Rockjaw Trog's effect is that, you know, whenever our opponent whenever I cast a spell, it's going to get 2 attack. But it's not going to lose any. It's not going to lose out on any health. Or it's not going to gain any health also. So let's see. Now, we know that he already used up his coin. We could go for Maiden of the Lake. And we could just go for immediate face. Now, we couldn't actually play any spells because we do want to prevent the Burly Rockjaw Trog from being buffed into a 5/5. Now, what he's going to do is going to trade that into that. And I could trade that into... I can trade my Maiden of Lake into the Burly Rockjaw Trog. And I'll still have my Maiden of the Lake, but it will still be reduced. But I do get to reinforce. Now he's going to Fire Blast to weaken my minion. Okay. Now, I think in this scenario, I'm definitely going to be playing... I'm definitely going to be using Maiden of the Lake against the Burly Rockjaw Trog. And I'll just be using Muster for Battle and reinforcing. I think this is probably the best possible play for right now. We could get rid of this Mad Scientist, but we don't want to give it a secret already. And I think we want to save Repentance. Because right now he only has 5 or 4 costs. He only has 5 or 4 mana, and the chance of him summoning another Burly Rockjaw Trog is likely, but we can deal with it pretty easily. With a Hammer of Wrath and a Keeper of the Old Mines. So right now I think we'll just go get rid of the Mad Scientist, so we can get rid of it easily with a Silverhand Recruit next turn. Now what I feel like he's going to do is get rid of my Mad Scientist with a Maiden of the Lake. I mean, get rid of my Maiden of the Lake with a Mad Scientist. Yep. But I do have a Warhorse Trainer, so I could throw them all into that. Now, it's not going to be too useful for him. So, we could trade all of these to reduce these down and go for another Muster for Battle. Yep, I think that's what we should do. We'll have a lot of board presence, so that's good. Ah, yes. I forgot. We don't really have enough mana. I think we'll just go for a face. Now, he is at 6 mana right now, so I think we'll go for a Repentance next turn. Now, what he's going to try to do is get rid of my Warhorse Trainer soon. Nope, he's going to go for a Fire Blast. Alright. That gets rid of... Now that instead of 3 minions that could attack him for his face, it's only going to be just 2. Yep, as I suspected. Alright, so let's see. We could go for a Little Exorcist, and I think we'll go for Repentance. Now, I think I'm going to finish off his Warhorse Trainer. And I'm going to summon another... I'm going to use my hero power, and I'm going to summon another Silverhand Recruit. And just go for a face. With this will trade into that. Almost. This will definitely be able to get rid of my Little Exorcist. Ooh, he had the Flame Strike, but I feel like he used it a bit too early, strangely. And this saves mana potential for my next turn. And let's see, let's go for our Tuskar Jouster, actually. Let's see. Yes, my card is higher, and my next card is Keeper of the Old Man, and his next card is going to be a Goblin Sapper. So we at least know that for play. Now, with that in mind, I feel like he might go for face, but that might not be too useful for now. So I think I'm just going to reinforce and just go for face again. Aha! Now, Repentance should activate immediately after this, so that's good. But do we have a way to immediately get rid of this? Now, all this makes it... Well, basically my secret turned it into a buffed up... what's it called again? Ah, yes. Basically a buffed up Magma Rager. With only 1 health. Now, he will just go for face, it seems. But we could play a Captured Jormungandr. Or we could go for a Hammer of Wrath. Let's see. Do we want to take 6 into the face? I don't really think so. I think we'll go for Capturing Jormungandr. He can't really answer that easily without a Fireball. Or maybe even a Pyroblast. But even then. Now we'll just go for face, and we'll summon another Silverhand Recruit. Now we could take 4 to the face, and I'd still be fine with that, but he still has to deal with my Captured Jormungandr. And I feel like he might use a Fireball or a Polymorph. I'm kind of in trouble now. Let's see. He's gonna get rid of that. Huh. Now, we know that Keeper of the Old Man was the next card play. I think this is what we should go for. And we'll go for Hammer of Wrath. I feel like it was slightly a waste, but it's probably not too bad. Now, we did get a Time Rewinder from this, so we could save its effect, for next turn. But not too useful with Acolyte of Pain out. Now, if he does go for any creatures like a Boulder Fist Ogre, we could use Time Rewinder and just use Keeper of the Old Man. But we already have another one on play, so it's not too useful as of yet. We could use Time Rewinder with Spellbreaker to silence another minion. Although, it's not too useful with North Sea Kraken out, so, Now, actually, I might want to go for Eye for an Eye. But it depends. We're going to need to get rid of Acolyte of Pain somehow. Now, of course he's going to definitely attack with Acolyte of Pain out first. Unless we bait him with Reinforce. Let's see. We could always just silence. Actually, can we silence that? Bloodsail Corsair, not too useful in this case. Man, I always get the worst possible draws. Let's see. I think in order for well, I don't think we can even target that with that, can we? So that's going to be troublesome. Let's see. Does that all add up? 1, 5, 9. Huh. Let's see. Can we go? Nope. Ugh. Oh, no, we can get it back. Alright. I think the best chance is to get Eye for an Eye and that, and have at least something out on the field. Hopefully he'll attack last with the North Sea Kraken. Otherwise, that's going to be very troublesome. And now his stealth is removed, so... Although, he did use the Finicky Cloak Field, and he knew it only lasts for 1 turn, so he could have used that in conjunction, knowing that I had another Keeper of the Old Man. Or, I mean, just knowing that Keeper of the Old Mans are very popular, for arena decks at least. Now, the tempo has shifted towards my turn. Oh! Is he gonna do it? Is he gonna do it? Come on! Come on, come on. Give me your best shot with that. Give me your... Oh! Ah. Maybe he knew. Maybe he knew. Hopefully we're gonna get another Hammer of Wrath, but doesn't seem too great this time. Ah, is he gonna use his hero power? If so, then that's a waste of secret, but nope. Doesn't seem like that. Doesn't seem like that for now. Now, see, the problem with late game is that I don't have enough card draw, nor do I have enough, you know, powerful minions for this right now, so pretty troublesome for now. Let's see. Restore 4 health, and yeah, I don't think I could survive after this. I'm definitely gonna have to get Keeper of the Older Man out. Let's see. Crowned Favorite. Whenever I play a battle, whenever I play a card with Battlecry, game +1. I mean, whenever he plays a card with Battlecry. Let's see. I think the best choice might be just to get rid of the North Sea Kraken. And at least I'll get a Seal of Light. Let's get rid of some of his monsters on his field, and let's get rid of this Toad. And if not, we could always just use Time Rewinder to reset Mechanical Yeti into something we could at least deal with. Now he's going to trade his Acolyte of Pain into my Silverhand Knight. Ooh, he's going to use a Stormwind Champion, which is definitely troublesome. Now, at least that did 5 damage, but it doesn't seem too good for us right now. Yep. We could just go for that again. But I don't think it's going to be doing too much. Yeah, I think he has lethal. Ugh. Once again, pretty disappointing. And now he has to show off. Really? Really? Oh man, all that salt right now. All that salt. You know, if he's gonna do it like that, you know, just fuck him. Yep. Overall, pretty bad arena run, actually. Ugh, only just 1 win. I think the problem with our deck right now was that it didn't really have enough removal, nor did it really have any, let's see. I mean, it had some endgame creatures, but not enough. I think it had too many 4-cost spells and creatures, so 4-cost cards were a lot more likely. Anyways, let's see what we got. Hopefully next time our arena run would be better. Let's see. We at least got a grand tournament pack, so that's something. And we got 35 back in gold, so that's 135. We lost out on like 15 gold, so all in all, it's not too bad. Let's see.
Prepare yourself for a day of the most impressive jousting, eye-popping sideshows, and the mightiest combat you've ever encountered.
Huh, is that Tyrion Fordring? Never seen him like that. This is my first Grand Tournament pack, so let's see what we got inside. Let's see. No, no legendaries, of course. I guess that's expected, but ooh, Dragonhawk Rider, Brave Archer, Tournament Medic, Buccaneer, and a sparring partner. Not bad. Now we do have our 50 Whispers of the Old Gods for tomorrow. My name's been Jankaz. Leave a comment if you like this. If you like this video, leave a like. If you like my video, leave a comment. If you want to see more in the future, subscribe. My name's been Jankaz. See ya.